Namaste children. I hope you understood that the previous class, whatever we discussed the questions from the exercise 10.1. Okay, I think some people are also forward to me. Whatever they did the homework, they completed the homework, they forward to me. The remaining, please forward to me as soon as possible. Now let us move to the another concept. Till now we discussed the perimeter means the boundary of the shape we discussed. Now, here we are going to discuss the shape is occupied some place. Okay. Now think that see this is the board. See this board is occupied some space in this in the wall. There is a board. It is occupied some space. What is this that called that space called? The space is occupied by an object or a shape is called area. Today we are going to discuss area of the different types of shapes. Clear? It may be regular shape or irregular shape or different types of shapes also we are going to discuss. Today our topic is area. Right? Today we are going to discuss area. What is area? What is area? Area means a closed figure occupy the space. Some space is called area. Clear, my dear? Let us discuss. See, let us take some. This is a shape. You know that this is a rectangle shape. Inside the shape, this is occupy some space. See this rectangle occupy some space on the board. Clear? Whatever the shaded part, whatever the shaded region is called area of this rectangle. Clear? Let us take that one more. Here is a circle. Right? So this circle also occupies some space. So now, what is this called? This whatever this circle is occupy some space. Okay, that is called area. A closed figure or a shape is occupied some space that is called area. Okay, whatever the shaded part that is called area. Okay, even this is called area. It occupies some space. That space is called area. Clear, my dears? Now, not only these shapes. Let us take one more shape. See this shape. This is also occupying some space. Clear, my dears? So whatever I am doing the shaded part, this is called area. This is called area. See in the previous section we discussed only boundary part we have discussed. But here in this section or in this session we are going to discuss area. Means the space occupied by a closed figure. What is that? The space occupied by a closed figure is called area. Clear, my dear sir? How to find this area? In the previous classes, I mean to say that in fifth class, in fourth class also, we discussed to find the area of given shape, we counted number of squares. Clear? So there is a grid paper. Grid means square paper. Okay, there are equal squares are there. There are equal squares. See, this is a one sheet I am taking that. There are some squares are there. Okay, now see this here. I am taking a shape. See, this is the part. I am taking this part. This part I am going to take here. See, I am drawing the lines here. This is the shaded region. Clear, my dear sir? This is called shaded region, right? So now see this here. To find the area of this closed figure from here, let us take that from here. It is moving to the here and here, turn to here and like this. Clear? See? So we are going to find out area of this closed figure. How to find the area of this closed figure? We know that by counting the number of squares, we will get the area of this figure. See this, how many squares are there? Here 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what about this one? This is not a full square, it is only half square. Half of the part only, exactly half of the part is shaded. Clear, my dear? So totally 5 full squares are there, 1 half squares are there. So full squares are how many are there? Full squares are 5 and half squares are only 1. Only 1. Total is how much? The total area is equal to, which is equal to how many days? Half square is 1 only, means 1 by 2. Okay, that is 5 1 by 2 square units. Because we are counting only squares, so that's why we get square units. 5.5 square units. The area, this closed figure, this shaded region is nothing but 5.5 square units. Half square is only 1 now. That 1 we are going to add to 5. That is half. Half square unit plus 5 square units. Total is 5.5 square units. By counting the squares, you can find out what is the area of the shaded region. Not only for regular shapes or whatever the shapes, closed figures, or irregular shapes also we can find out. Clear, my dear sir? Actually, by seeing these two, can you say that which one is the bigger area and which one is the smaller area? Which occupy the smaller area, which one is the occupy bigger area? We cannot say that. These figures, if you draw in the square paper, grid paper, square grid paper, you get idea or you get the answer of the or solution of these two. This occupies some area, this occupies some area in terms of figures, numbers. Then you can compare the values. Unless we don't know the value of this area and this area, we cannot say that which figure has occupied the area. Clear, my dears? So, what is the area? A closed figure is occupied some space is called area. Clear? Right, my dears. Now, here is the definition of area, mathematical definition of. Generally, you can say that the surface area is a figure is occupied some space, that is called area. In general, you can say that. But coming to the mathematical definition, area is the amount of surface enclosed by a closed figure. Enclosed by a closed figure is called its area. I hope you understood that. Okay, simple series here. Let us take small, draw a figure and the shaded part here. This is the enclosed area. The amount of surface enclosed by a closed figure is called its area. So whatever the shaded part is called area. Clear, my dears? Now, to discuss questions from 10.2, we are going to say that. Now here, before we discuss the questions, now see, I want to explain one thing. Suppose there is a square grid paper. In this, if the line is taking half of the line, half of the square, you can count as half square. If it is more than half, what we are going to say that? How much we are going to take that? See, I am drawing a figure. Like this. See here, the shaded part is like this. See, these are the lines of shaded part. Now, what is the area of this figure? What is the area of this figure? First of all, you should count full squares. How many full squares are there? Okay, half squares. Half squares are how many are there? Okay, more than half. More than half squares. Okay, next one is less than half squares. See, here we are going to count all the squares. See, there is no full squares, it is 0. Half squares, how many are there? See, exactly half. Here it is 1. and here is one more. So there are two are there. Okay, more than half is, this is more than half. Clear? More than half is this one. So that is 1. Okay, less than half of this square. So this is here 1. Okay, this area. So generally, whenever you get a less than half of the square, less than half of the square, this we should not consider this value. We just leave it that. We just leave it that. And one more thing. Whatever you are going to get more than half of the square, you can count as one full square. See, more than half of the square. Whatever the region is occupied by more than half of the square, you can count as one full square. So here we have one full square. So therefore area is equal to one full square plus how many half squares are there? 2 half means nothing but 2 into 1 by 2. Okay. So which is implies 1 plus 2 into 1 by 2 is nothing but 1 only, that is 2 square units. Clear my dears? How to count the number of squares by using the square paper. So 10-point exercise totally depend on this only. That's why I am explaining. Please listen carefully. If it is half square, you can count as half square only. If it is more than half of the square, you can count as 1 square. If it is less than half of the square, you just leave it. That is 0. Clear? More than half of the square as 1 only, 1 full square. Less than half of the square, you just leave it. That is 0. And the half squares is half squares only. Clear my dears? So now let us discuss 10.2 questions. Now children, let us see this here. In exercise 10.2, first question, F bit. You have only one question. In that same, just by seeing that, by counting the squares, you will get idea. Okay. Now I am going to explain one bit. The remaining you have to do the homework. See this here. It is a square paper, square grid paper. In that there is a shape. See, like this arrow mark. See, from here it is moving like this, and here it is half square, and here it is half square, and here it is moving again line, again half of the square, again half of the square. So whatever I did the shaded part. This area we are going to find out by counting the squares. By counting the squares. So you should start from solution. So first of all you should count full squares. How many full squares are there? Next half squares. Half squares. For every problem you should write like this compulsory. More than half of the square. More than half square. And next one is less than half squares. Less than half squares. So which is equal. See this here. These are the 4 steps as compulsory for every problem. Now we need to count first of all full squares. Here it is 1, here it is 2. This is 1, this is 2 squares. So here you should write 2 full squares. Okay, 2 full squares. Now next we come to the half squares. See this here. Here it is 1 half square because exactly half of this square. Here one more half of this square. Here 1, here 1. Total how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 are. Clear? So is there any more than half of the squares? No, it is 0. Less than half of the squares? We should not count first of all. Only 0. Even though if there is any less than half of the square, you please write down. Then ignore that. Otherwise, you don't write. Clear my dears? If you have any confusion. Don't write. Okay? Now see this one. Now we need to find a total area. So area is equal to, what is that? Full squares, that is 2, plus number of half squares. How many are there? 4. Half squares means that is 4 into 1 by 2. Okay, we should multiply those two. Now which is implies 2 plus 4 into 1 by 2 is nothing but how much? 4 halves how many? So 2 halves equal to 1, again 2 halves equal to 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Otherwise you can cancel 2 to that. Okay, 2 plus 2 is 4 square units. So what is the area of the shape here? The area of the given shape is 4 square units. I hope you understood that how to find out the area of the enclosed figure by counting the number of squares. Okay. Now, the next concept, see this here. Till now we discussed to find the area of the a closed figure by counting the squares. Now we are going to find out. Suppose if it is a simple figure, a small figure, we can count the number of squares. If it is a large figure, a huge space are there, so we cannot count by squares. So there is a formula to find out the area of a rectangle and as well as area of square also. Clear? Right? So before going to discuss area of rectangle and square, to derive the formula, that is also we can by counting the squares only we can derive the formula. Now let us discuss area of rectangle. Okay, area of rectangle here. See, we are going to discuss area of rectangle. We can derive the formula by using counting the squares. Now let us take that. See, example, simple example. Now, a square means opposite sides are rectangle means opposite sides are equal. Length, it has length and breadth. See, here is a square grid paper. Okay, it is a square grid paper. I'm drawing that across, right? By using square grid paper, we are going to find out by counting the squares, we can find out the area of the rectangle or square or a triangle or a circle or irregular shape or any different types of shapes also. Clear, my dear? So now see this here. Okay, now see this here. I am going to find out the area of rectangle. See, now there is a rectangle. It is occupied that. See, I am drawing here the thick line. Clear? See. Now I am going to shade also the part. It is right minus. So this part we are going to see whatever I am doing the shaded part, that is the rectangle. It is a rectangle. This area we are going to find out by counting the number of squares. Clear? See this here. See, along with the column, see here it is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are, it is a 4 are there. Now in row wise, see 1, 2 are there. Clear? So now see this here. Just count what are the squares are shaded. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Totally how many are there? So here area of rectangle is equal to that is 8 square units, because totally there are how many full squares are there? 8 full squares are there. So by counting the number of squares, it gives that the area of rectangle is equal to 8 square units. This 8 I am going to write 4 into 2 also. 4 into square units. That is nothing but here along with the length we have 4 are there. Along with breadth we have 2 are there. This is nothing but length into breadth also. Length into breadth. Clear? So therefore area of rectangle is equal to what is the formula here? Length into breadth. It is a square, sorry, it is 2 units. Okay, 4 into 2. Length into breadth. Okay, so what is area of rectangle? Already we discussed in the previous classes. In 5th class and as well as 4th class also we discussed area of rectangle. Area of rectangle equal to length into breadth. See this here, by counting number of squares we got 8 square units. Even we are multiplying length and as well as breadth also. 4 2s are 8 we got same. So 8 can be written as 4 2s are, this is nothing but 8 square units. Clear? Let us take a simple one more concept, that is area of square. We are going to find out area of square. Okay. So by using counting the squares. Okay. I'm taking a simple figure, simple closure figure, that is square. Generally in square all sides are equal, right my dears? So here we are going to draw a square grid paper. Okay, square grid paper. By using that, by counting the number of squares, you can find out area of the square. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Clear? Now see this here. 1, 2. Look at here, everyone. See, I am shading the part. That shaded part I need the area of the shaded region here. See this here. So by counting the squares, see this here. 1, 2, 3. There are full squares are there. The figure is occupied totally 4 full squares. So therefore area is equal to, area of the square is equal to, what is the answer here? 4 square units. This 4 square units I am going to write 2 into 2 also. 2 into 2 square units. That is nothing but, see, along with length we have 2 rows are there, 2 parts are there, along with breadth also we have 2. Clear? In a square, length and breadth are equal. So therefore here area of square is equal to, by using this area of square is equal to, what is the formula? Side into side. Clear my dears everyone? Side into side, square units. So area of the square is equal to, what is the formula? Side into side. What is area of rectangle? Length into breadth. Area of square is equal to side into side. Because here this is one side, this is one side. Both the sides are equal. Here, even though in the area this is 2 units, here also we have 2 units. By counting the number of squares gives the answer, or you can multiply side into side. It is a simple, a small figure. You can count the number of squares. Okay. If it is a huge figure, there is a big figure, big square are there. You cannot count by squares. Okay. So there you can use the formula area of square is equal to side into side. I hope you understood that. What is the formula to find the area of rectangle is length into breadth, and the area of square is equal to side into side. Clear my dears everyone? Right. Now, children, let us discuss exercise 10.3 questions. The remaining are examples only. We will discuss the exercise questions. See this here in exercise 10.3, first question. Find the area of the rectangles whose sides are. Here they given C bit 2 km by 3 km. Clear? Here 2 meters and 70 centimeters. First of all, we will complete C bit, then we will go to the D bit. See this here. Solution, given that 2 km by 3 km. Clear my dears? So here length is equal to, length L is equal to 2 kilometers and the breadth is equal to, breadth B is equal to 3 kilometers. So now both are in the same units only, kilometer. So now what is the area of rectangle? So area of rectangle is equal to, area of rectangle is equal to L into B, length into breadth. See here I am going to draw the figure here. Okay, length is small, breadth is small, big. Yeah, the diagram is like this. Clear my dears? So I am drawing the side, it is in middle. Okay. I'll draw here. Right now, see. So now the figure is length is 2. This is 2 kilometers. This is 3 kilometers. Now length into breadth. So area A is equal to capital A. A indicates area. It is equal to 2 into 3. So area is equal to how much? 6 square kilometers. Okay. Please write down the square kilometers. See this here. We are multiplying both the kilometers. When you are multiplying kilometer and kilometer, you will get the units as square kilometers. Don't forget to write the units. Okay. In the perimeter, we are adding that. That's why we did not change the units here. In the perimeter, to find the perimeter of a given rectangle, suppose 2 km, 2 km. What is the perimeter here? 2 plus 3, 5 kilometers only. But coming to area, here we are multiplying both the units. We are multiplying both the units. So 2 3s are 6 kilometer into kilometer, which is nothing but square kilometers. So there are 6 squares are there. 6 square kilometers are there. So you will get 6 square kilometers. Now coming to the D bit. Solution. See, given that length is equal to 2 meters and breadth is equal to 70 centimeters. Can you multiply these two directly to find the area of rectangle? We cannot, because here length in terms of meters and breadth in terms of centimeters. So we cannot multiply these two values directly. So if you want to find out area or perimeter, the given values both are units in the same units only. Both the units are in same only. Then only we can multiply or we can add. It is possible. So therefore here length I am going to convert. See this here. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Then 2 meters is equal to how much it is? 200 centimeters. So now length will become 200 centimeters and the breadth B will become 70 centimeters. Now area of rectangle is equal to I'm trying to figure here that is 200, this is 200 centimeter and this is 70 centimeters. Clear? So now area is equal to L into B. So capital A, area is equal to what is L value? 200 into what is breadth? 70 centimeters. So area is equal to, you just forget about the zeros, you just multiply numerical values. 2 sevens are 14. Now write number of zeros. How many zeros are there? There are 3 zeros are there. You should keep 3 zeros. Now what are we going to write the units here? Both are centimeters. So here you will get square centimeters. Clear? If you want to convert meters, no problem. Understood everyone? So therefore the area is area of rectangle. So therefore area of rectangle is equal to what is the answer here? 14,000 square centimeters. I hope you understood that. What is the area of rectangle? Here also area is 6 square kilometers. Here 14,000 square centimeters. Because we converted meters into centimeters only, so answer will be in the square centimeters. Is clear, my dears? Right. Now, children, I hope you understood that what is area concept and how to find area of rectangle. Okay, and here by counting the squares also. If it is a shape, irregular shape, okay, different types of shapes. By counting the squares, we understood that. Okay. Now see, in 10.1 exercise, I gave up to question number 15 as homework. Question number 16 is there, and question number 17. There are 2 more questions are there. Question number 16 is we just find out the perimeter of all the figures and see that which one is the and what did you find out from all those answers. Clear? And question number 17 is also very easy. Now coming to textbook page number 216, exercise 10.2. In this we have only one question by counting the squares only. So question number 1, A, B, C, D, E, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Don't think that, don't panic. There are so many bits are there. These are all will complete within 1 minute only by counting the squares. Clear, my dears? Complete this homework for today's. I hope you understood that. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.